Imagine stepping on stage against Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, Dexter Jackson, and still making people stop and stare at your physique. That's exactly what Toney Freeman did. Known as the X-Man, Toney built one of the most recognizable physiques in bodybuilding history. But this video, it isn't about his size or aesthetics. It's about the habits that allowed him to stay competitive for decades. Intelligent training, consistent cardio, recovery, and longevity. If you're over 35 and want to build a body that performs as good as it looks, there's a lot we can learn from Toney Freeman. Let's get into it.
I don't care who you are, Oprah Winfrey, LeBron James, my mom, or my dad. There are 3 components that I utilize to craft the program for you. Cardio, strength training, and recovery. But it's not quite as simple as that. There's a lot of nuance, especially for those over the age of 35. Considerations to be had. Do you have children? Do you perhaps have food allergies? Are you a previous athlete with a lot of muscle mass? Are you someone who's new to the game and has no muscle mass? What are your goals? Performance? Appearance only? All these things come together to make who you are. Toney Freeman, IFBB Pro, an amazing legend, but he actually peaked post 35, post 40, dare I say. How did he do so? I couldn't wait to see. We spent some time together. Check it out with me.
BigRonJones.
What up?
What's up, baby?
Everything all right?
What's up, man?
Good to see you.
Welcome to Bodyplex. This is Bodyplex Hamilton Mill. This is where I put it down. Every day I'm a trainer up here. Been over here for like 4 or 5 years. Really like this place. Cleve does a really good job. He has like 10 of them around the city.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, got my little poster back there.
I see that. Ain't no little poster. I ain't no little poster.
Yeah, so we just gonna come in here and I'm gonna show them a couple things that I do.
One of the largest misnomers about cardio is that it's here to burn fat. That is not the reason for cardiovascular exercise. In fact, it's probably the worst way to burn fat. Cardiovascular exercise is here to make your body more efficient at utilizing nutrients and oxygen. As you practice and continually do your cardio, your heart becomes more efficient at circulating oxygenated, nutrient-rich blood throughout your body, and your lungs are also part of the system. And it also becomes more and more efficient over time. Now you stage yourself for an awesome life and awesome workouts. I had a really good opportunity to talk to Toney Freeman about that. And he told me that that was actually one of the most key components to his longevity. Cardio, that is. So you said that a key component to this whole thing has been cardio.
Yes, cardio allows me, it's all about being in shape and condition.
Okay.
Like in other words, to get the maximum benefit of whatever effort you're about to put forth, you need to be primed for it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so whenever I endeavor, and I tell this to all my clients or anybody trying to, go from where they are, let's say couch potato,
Okay.
to training for the Olympics,
Okay.
there's a process. You just don't jump up off the couch and start pole vaulting. But anyway, over the years, I learned that doing cardio, especially intense cardio, HIIT or just something that's getting your heart rate up into the fat burning zone is gonna get me in shape to get in shape. So I go from doing, short little 10 or 15 minute warm-ups, to pushing the sled, 3 or 4, 5, 6 rounds of that. And then I go do the work, like getting on the stair mill.
Okay.
But now my heart rate's up, everything's warm. I'm already in the fat burning zone.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't have to really kill myself to get there. I'm already there. There's a process to get in shape
Okay. So is this the point now we end up going to the sled?
Yeah, I would go to the sled,
Okay.
down and up twice
Okay.
is one.
All right.
So I would do 2 to 3 rounds of that. And some days, I'm doing mostly sled or mostly condition. I may do up to 5, but usually 3 is gonna get me winded, get my legs pumped up. That's another one of my secrets for being, limber and agile and stuff, even at this age.
Okay. Your longevity was actually increased because of your style of cardio, ensuring that you didn't lose certain types of movement patterns.
Yep, stretching.
I get it.
Like I stretch between sets, especially on legs. Really every body part I can. But back then I did really the most, like I say. But paying attention to your flexibility, paying attention to your recoverability and the kinks, and that's why foam rollers and all that type of stuff is good for you. It's because they keep everything loose and ready to go.
Okay, I get it. Makes sense. Excellent concept. I love the idea. The fact of cardio being in place to help you pursue your goals. That's awesome for longevity. In fact, I'm gonna always preach the idea as well about the type of cardio that you're doing. I do wanna preface this though, the best cardio for you is whatever cardio you can stick to, but make sure you can stick to it, which means high impact might not be the best idea for the longevity of you, especially if you're 35 plus. Jump roping sounds fun, but imagine doing jump roping for 30 minutes, 4 times a week. That's a whole lot of jumping, and I don't know if those knees and hips and ankles will be happy with you over time. It's all about longevity. The same concept applies to our strength training. How do we train our muscles in a safe way? Being smart about it. And I'll tell you one thing about it as well. This next component that Toney gave me was magical.
So last time we was together, I introduced you to DEWW, deltoids every which way. And since we're gonna talk about shoulders today, I'm gonna go ahead and start with something like that. We don't have to do every way, but we're gonna do some pre-exhaust.
Right on.
So we're gonna do mostly side and front delt. So I'm not gonna even worry about rear delt today. We'll do that with back.
All right.
I'm gonna come with the lateral raises. And if you notice, I got a little swing. Now, normally I don't really use momentum, but I'm using it with a purpose this time.
Okay.
I'm allowing myself to not restrict, let it swing and then squeeze till stop. And I control where it stops.
Okay.
So I'm really pausing, squeezing here, stretch, squeeze, stretch. And so I'll do how many ever, 15, 20, then I'll drop straight into the side. For me, side, I kind of do it the same way. I'm holding onto the dumbbell, but I'm letting it tilt forward to take my bicep. See, when I'm here, I got my bicep flexed.
Yep.
So I let me take my bicep out of it, bend my elbows, right? My traps are in support mode. So I want my trap to be in support, and all I'm doing is raising my elbows. So I'm not doing this. I'm just raising my elbows so it stops natural.
Okay.
Right there. Now let it go, stretch, squeeze. Similar to the front. I let it go, squeeze. Let it go, squeeze. There you go, squeeze. See, I can get a better squeeze?
Yeah.
And squeeze it towards each other. There you go. Don't let it touch. Squeeze. Let it go. Let it go. Let it all the way go. There you go.
So I'm intentionally, when I come to that far back, letting it just go completely flaccid.
Yes, you're going.
And then.
Yes. You're getting that complete stretch. Yep. Yep, perfect. Same thing. Let it go. Elbows. Let it go. But so you see all this working? Just focus here, right there. Yep. Yep. You're still using some trap. You know why? Because you're trying to come up a certain distance. Don't. Just elbows right there. Elbows. There you go. So this machine allows kind of like dumbbells, but it's a cable, so it's pulling. It's different. But you're allowed. Remember we talked about compound movements and free weights help. They work your central nervous system as well.
Okay.
So all your stabilizer muscles
Must
are
come into play.
participating, as opposed to just doing say like a hammer strength, where you just press it up and down.
Mindlessly.
Here I'm still having to control with my stabilizers.
Okay. So the intention of working this in here is actually truly going to get that CNS, central nervous system, involved as well. Okay.
As far as machine goes.
Yeah, as far as machine goes.
And I'm sure that the central nervous is involved in machines,
For sure.
but it's just more engaged with free weights. Really that simple. Yep. Let it come down a little more, get that full stretch. Yep. Now raise your hands. Oh, yep. Stretch. Raise your hands. See that? Raise your hands. Yep. There you go.
So if you're on a bodybuilding stage, size, symmetry, and proportion are key. But if you're not on a bodybuilding stage, the same rules apply. Size, symmetry, and proportion. So you don't want to leave any stone left unturned by the end of your training week. That means biceps, triceps, shoulders, legs, everything must be trained. Not to mention, that's also a great way of burning more calories. The more muscles you utilize in the course of your week, the more opportunity to burn more calories. The resulting effect of that, though, is more contractile tissue. What does that matter? Well, beyond the look of it, contractile tissue is more burn, more burning of calories. So simply living life with more muscles means your BMR is much higher. BMR is short for basal metabolic rate. We'll get into that in later videos. Now, with all this strength training, it's good, it matters, but what you don't want to miss out on is how to recover from that. I would probably say of the 3 components, cardio, strength training, recovery might be the most important. Toney really expounded on that one. Man, this is a good one. So beyond the obvious rest for the central nervous system, nutrients has been the biggest key here.
Hydration, electrolytes, then nutrients.
Okay. What's the biggest component getting your nutrients in this whole time?
I'm a big salad guy. I try to have, I do at least one a day, but a lot of days I get 2. And I don't just come grab, so this is just regular lettuce, iceberg. It's fiber and water, basically, very little nutrients. Then you get into the little darker ones, got a little more nutrients. Personally, I use Google. I've typed in what's the most nutritious green leafy vegetable. Number 1 and number 2 is arugula and watercress.
Arugula and watercress.
Yep. So this is the only place I know besides the farmer's market that you can find watercress. So I come to Publix, get this bag of watercress. I don't necessarily like stuff out of the bag, so I get the arugula, the green wise organic arugula. So
Tastes pretty good.
it tastes amazing.
It's boring though.
Oh yeah, it is boring, but I'm about to dress it up though. The closest to nature, like how we used to grow them in back in the day. But of course, I think any of these are gonna be fine. Sometimes I buy these and sometimes I buy these. So
Tomatoes on the vine, plum tomatoes.
like the little, just all these different colors, there's all these different types of nutrients in there.
So you would definitely say though that the more colorful it is,
yes,
the more rich in micronutrients it's gonna be.
exactly.
So we got the reds covered, supposedly. So we got the reds covered.
According to nature.
Okay.
I'm a big avocado dude, or the Haas.
Okay.
These are more nutritious for you, but those are more convenient if I like them too. I'm not gonna diss them, they're good. So I got the base, that's arugula and watercress.
Okay.
Little tomato, and tomato is optional as well. Some people may or may not like them. But I always put strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries on my salad.
In the salad?
Yep. I also use gooseberries, but they don't sell those here. Had to get those at Whole Foods.
Okay.
But all those different variety berries, all those different antioxidants. So I'm topping my salad with hemp hearts. It's like three tablespoons is 15 grams of protein.
Okay.
And then I also use fresh mozzarella. So they got it in different types. The little pearls is what they call those. And then this is a ball, you just slice it. So fresh mozzarella, that's gonna give me some protein, and along with these on my salad.
Okay.
So now, this next part I'm about to go show you, and once you put them all 3 together, now you fully loaded.
All right. All right, we got straight protein.
Yeah, I'm not a big poultry man. I do enjoy the way chicken tastes, but chicken is suspect to me. I'm not, the way that they raise them and all that. There is good chicken out there, but I'm not really sure about the ones in the grocery store. I usually order my chicken online, and I get soy and corn-free chicken. So they don't feed them soy and corn. So this is organic turkey tenders. It's one of my favorites. Now, normally I just have turkey on Thanksgiving and maybe Christmas, but because of my blood type, I'm supposed to eat more turkey than beef, but I just love beef. But anyway, turkey tenders. Okay. The secret to these is brining them in salt water the day before you want to cook them. Because most people, when they cook turkey, it's all dry and stiff. If you brine it for at least 24 hours, it'll stay moist no matter how you cook it.
It's a nice little tip for turkey.
Nice little tip. Yep. I'm not a big chicken man. I do love the way it tastes, but I don't eat a lot of it.
And pork is the obvious no-go.
Pork is the obvious no-go for me.
Lips that touch swine will never touch mine.
Yep, exactly. And so this is the beef section, but like I say, I usually order all my stuff online, but this is a good source. And I eat mostly ground most meals just for convenience. Now that part for convenience. And when I was eating 6, 7, 8, 9, sometimes 10 meals a day, there was a lot of chewing. So I stuck to ground so it was easier. The digestion's already being done.
Exactly.
I'm with you. So Publix is really high quality. I like it a lot. But like I said, I order my meat online.
Yeah, space. Yeah. Word up.
None of this stuff is off limits. All these Whole Foods, depending on what you like. If you're trying to get shredded, then you want to control which sugary ones you do. But in other words, just really general lifestyle. All of these, make sure you get mushrooms and onions and all those micronutrients in there that are helping your body get your bodily function. So instead of just trying to take a multivitamin to get everything, this is where multivitamins come from. A good one does.
So the mistake is just simply removing it versus controlling it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
Makes sense.
There's time and place for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just because typically somebody say you can't do it, don't mean it can't be done.
I like it. I've really got to drive that point home about recovery being so important. Again, Oprah Winfrey, my mom, my dad, or LeBron James, or talking to my children, recovery is so key. First off, you've got to have a minimum of 6.5 hours or more of sleep. That gives your body full time for the central nervous system, the CNS system, to truthfully recover. And that's actually even more important than the muscles recovering. The muscles will recover, but the central nervous system can be overworked. This is why it's so important to have that good length of time to go to sleep. We'll definitely unpack that some more in later videos. Nutrition. You all hear about macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fat. Easy enough. But do you understand why protein is so very important? It's easily skipped and misunderstood though. Here's a visual analogy I love to use. You got a red brick house. You want to build a red brick house, right, for your family. So you hand those blueprints to your new construction worker. You go out there on Monday morning to see the new construction going up. You get there and there's 20 workers all out there hanging out, but they're not working at all. They're laid on their back, whistling Dixie, ain't doing a doggone thing. You say to yourself, man, what y'all, not to yourself, you say to them, man, what y'all doing? How come you ain't working? They say, because boss, you didn't give us no materials. A red brick house must have red bricks to grow. Your muscles at the end of the day are only protein and water. So you've got to have constantly available protein for recovery. Protein comes by way of chicken, steak, eggs, fish. You can air fry it, bake it, or smoke it, whatever you want to do. But make sure at all points in time, protein is present in your body. That way your body can continually recover. If not, the construction workers are sitting on a construction site with no red bricks. They can't recover the body. Now with the mastery of cardio, strength training, and recovery for who you are, recognizing what season you're in and how to approach that, now you understand how longevity comes into place. If you're like me, 35 plus, if you're like me, 40 plus, you understand how longevity matters a ton. How do you keep longevity going? There's a multitude of different ways. I really love the way Toney Freeman broke it down for me.
So I utilize the Sled as a conditioning tool, and I know everybody hates the Sled, my clients included, everybody hate it. And I told them, you're gonna always hate it, but the reason why you hate it is why you need to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, most people, they mostly just pile it up and push, which is cool, I'm gonna push as well. But I think the magic is in the pull.
Okay.
So I'm pushing off, right? So it's really targeting my
quad teardrop.
Yep. So it's not as much glute, it's mostly quad and teardrop. And so that's gonna help preserve your knees. And that's also the way that they actually work. You know, they say if you walk backwards, it'll help you with
I started that because of my surgery.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then going forward, you know, most people push like this. I think it's a lot of tension on your shoulders, so I get into it and then I kind of lunge.
Oh, so all leg
So now
drive.
it's just all leg driving.
Okay.
And I don't do it up on my toes. A lot of people do, nothing wrong with that. But as you get older, you got to be mindful of your Achilles tendon.
So in between each pass, what are we doing here again?
All right, so now this is the work right here.
Okay.
And so when I finish, I'm gonna go straight into active recovery.
Active recovery.
So most people will be tired and they'll go sit down or whatever. I'm gonna come here, stretch my quad. I'm engaging my core, leaning back so I feel it from my knee all the way up here. This is a part of you know, staying nimble, longevity. Dead hang is for grip strength.
Okay.
It also stretches out your spine, your lats, all your ligaments. I keep my core engaged here too.
So your core is, okay,
Yep.
core is actually, it is
Yep.
engaged there.
Yep. And so this is gonna help you with your chin-ups, because I still do chin-ups too. So sometimes especially if I'm doing back day, if I'm doing this on back day, I'll do these shrugs like this just to get everything
Warmed up.
warmed up and ready.
Again, longevity 101.
If you don't use it, you're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
So stuff like this, well, okay, when the last time you just hung? Exactly. We don't do it.
So we lose it, huh?
When you don't do it, you can't do it. If you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't put ourselves in a situation where you hanging off a cliff. But if you did dead things every day and all of a sudden you found yourself hanging off a cliff, you wouldn't panic as much as if you know what I'm saying? It's just reality.
I've been here before. Okay, it makes sense. But it's also part of the conditioning component too. So
if you do your research on longevity, they say the size of your legs, or your leg strength,
okay,
and your grip strength, they determine your all-cause mortality.
Okay.
How long you gonna live?
Yeah.
2 minutes is what they say you should be able to do. 2 minutes is hard, bro.
Yeah.
Hard. So I try to stick with 30 to 60 to 30 seconds. And again, if I'm pushing myself, I can do 2 minutes, but barely. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
It's hard.
And it's all incorporated into part of the actual.
It's all a part of the longevity and the conditioning.
Okay. I like it.
Like I say, I'm not focused on bulk muscles right now. I just want to be able to run around with my grandkids. You do my yard work, or stuff like that. So
I love it.
I don't have a physical job, so I have to be disciplined and go in there and be physical
and make it happen.
Yep.
I like it. I like it. Okay, so we're definitely into a compound movement now.
Yeah. So very similar to what we did upstairs, except for this is old school barbell behind the necks. And I'll keep it real. Normally I warm up with the bar, then put 10, and then put another 10, but I should be able to handle this no problem.
Okay.
So here, I'm coming 90 degrees.
Okay.
And I'm pausing at the bottom, raising my hands. So I'm not
just wrapping it out.
This is not wrong. Don't get me wrong, it's not wrong. Pause, raise my hands. This is lightweight. So what I'm doing is flexing my deltoids. Just like I'm posing. So I always tell people, that ain't what it look like, it's what it feel like.
I like that. It ain't what it look like, it's what it feel like. And I'm just flexing my deltoids, huh?
So lower it, pause, and raise your hands. Yep. Yep, raise your hand. There you go. Yep. And like I say, this is lightweight. You should be able to totally, without using hardly any triceps. See what I'm saying? When you raise your hands, your triceps are minimized. The triceps engagement is minimized.
I like it.
And this is, what is this?
I wish I had put that in much earlier in my career.
Yes,
to keep it going forward, but I can still incorporate it now, so I'll have it later, correct?
People come up to me all the time, asking me, put me on a program, but I'm like, and they would do it like this, I can't train like I used to train. And I'm like, well, you can't train like you used to train because of the way you used to train. You know what I'm saying?
Pause right there. Can't train the way you used to train because of how you used to train. I like it.
How you used to do it is why you can't do it no more.
How you used to do it is why you can't do it.
The reason why I can still do this is because of how I've been doing it.
Longevity.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's things that you could get away when you're a kid, when you're younger, that you bounce back from. Eventually it ain't gonna bounce back.
Chickens come home to roost.
Yeah, it's going.
The chickens go home to roost.
So like I say, I keep this in, and like I say, I'm not, I might go to 4, I may go to 5 kittens on here, on a good day.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's still barely only 135.
You just want to maintain the ability to keep
I'm
your
just
hands
trying
back.
to train my shoulders, and I'm using the tool that gets the job done.
Now, to be fair, because you put that contractile muscle tissue in at the best time to do it, 20s, 30s, 40s, now your whole goal is to simply keep it there by using the motions, but you put it there initially earlier on.
Now, some people would say you can't really grow like this, and I beg to differ, because you grow from what you're eating. The stimulus is because our brain doesn't know if this is a 45 or a 25. It just, you see what I'm saying?
It just knows that's the
number
muscles to move.
What I mean,
Okay.
it knows what it feels like. It knows what the load feels like.
Okay.
So when I have a light weight, I'm minimizing other muscle groups assisting. When you come down behind your neck and you pause, right? So that means the pause is allowing you to readjust your intent. So now I'm just raising my hands. So when you raise your hands, your triceps don't engage. Your shoulders engage. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So
Absolutely.
if the more weight I put on there, the more triceps I'm gonna have to use. And the harder my traps are gonna have to contract in order to stabilize that
But the
heavier
whole
weight.
goal when we came in here though was shoulders
And longevity.
and longevity.
So
okay.
now-
So stick to the
And
script.
again, like you, this would work for you. Matter of fact, this might even take you to different heights because you're not used to doing it.
I might still have new heights I can go to. You never stop growing and learning.
You have 3 different types of muscle fiber. And technically A, B, and let's just call them A, B, and C.
Okay.
Everybody uses A.
Mm-hmm.
Some people use A and B. But C is that fight or flight muscle fiber.
Okay.
It kicks in during high intensity when I got to get up out of here or something like that. I got to lift a car off my baby or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are type 3 fibers. They don't last that long. They're very strong and it's over. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
In order to achieve reaching those on a regular basis in the gym, you gotta have more time under tension, not necessarily more weight on the bar.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because your A and B is gonna keep getting stronger, so the C might not kick in. You have to almost you have to take yourself there
To make
in order
sure
for
I
them
do
to
it.
kick in.
I like that.
A lot
I
of
like
times
that.
when you're removing that momentum, and like I say, now if I want to go heavier and I need to use my triceps, I still keep going.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? But I want to wear my shoulders out
Yeah.
and then go do arms. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Now and later. Imagine the now though, without consideration to the later. I'm not talking about the candy. Your considerations of now should be in regard to how you're gonna feel, present, and look later. Make your decisions with that consideration in mind. It's cool to look now, but not with reckless abandonment and disregard for your later, because independence means all the world. You can quickly lose that if your now is damaging to your later. Toney Freeman exemplified that times 10. Cardio, strength training, and recovery, all in regard to your longevity. As I said earlier, it is key to your current health journey. Don't let it overwhelm you though. This is why we have professionals in place. I have dedicated the last 2 decades of my life crafting that for men and women 35 plus, and I'm still doing it now because I love it. In fact, I'm also now at that point at 42. I'd be severely remiss for not showing love to Toney Freeman for shedding light on how he himself preserved longevity. An awesome example, as I've been known to do and will continue to do, give you practical advice for your real world goals.